CD2 Unit 5 Home Sweet Home. Track 1 Grammar and Vocabulary. Exercise 2. 1,
A window.
2,
A sink.
3,
A cupboard.
4,
An armchair.
5,
A plant.
6,
A picture.
7,
A sofa.
8,
A chair.
9,
A table.
10,
Stairs.
11,
A bed.
12,
A shelf.
13,
A wardrobe.
14.
A drawer.
The 4 extra words are from a bathroom.
A toilet. A bath. A shower. A basin.
CD2 Unit 5 Track 2 Grammar and Vocabulary. Exercise 3.
Hi, Peppa. How's Cambridge? Are there any interesting people there? Have you got a job? I love my new summer job in Oxford, and now I've got a place to live. It's a room in a house with some great English people from work. The house is big but a bit crazy. There are stairs in the living room, but it's a pretty room. There is a sofa, a small table, and a big red armchair, but there isn't a TV. There are 3 big pictures, and there are books and plants everywhere. There are even books on the stairs. The kitchen's nice too, and there are some lovely blue cupboards and shelves. My bedroom's not bad. It's small, but I've got a bed, a small yellow wardrobe, and there are some drawers, but there isn't a table, and there aren't any chairs. I have to buy some. The only problem is that there isn't a phone, so I have to use my mobile. Is there a phone in your flat? Send me your number, and I can phone you. Sorry, I have to stop now. It's time to go to work. Write soon. Love, Michelle.
CD2 Unit 5 Track 3 Reading and Speaking. Exercise 4.
A month before their wedding, Anne and Gilbert talk about their new home and their new life together.
There's a house for rent in Four Winds, Anne.
Oh, where? It's not in the village, I hope.
No, there aren't any houses for rent there. This is a little white house by the beach, near Four Winds Point. It's about a mile from the village, but the position is beautiful. You can see the big blue Four Winds harbour and watch the sunset from the windows.
But the house, Gilbert, our first home, what's it like?
CD2 Unit 5 Track 4 Reading and Speaking. Exercise 6.
It's not very big, but it's really cosy. It's about 60 years old. There's a small kitchen and a lovely living room with a fireplace downstairs. And upstairs, there are 2 bedrooms and a bathroom. You can see the harbour from the dining room, and there's a small room for my study. And the Four Winds Lighthouse is beautiful. You can see the light from the living room windows at night.
And who's the owner of the house?
A very old lady called Miss Elizabeth Russell. She doesn't live there now, but there are some of her tables, chairs, and other things in the house. They're a bit old-fashioned, but they're very pretty. You have to see them, Anne.
Yes, of course. But Gilbert, furniture isn't important. There's one very important thing I need.
CD 2, Unit 5, Track 5, Reading and Speaking, Exercise 8.
Are there any trees around the house, Gilbert?
Yes. There are some beautiful trees behind the house and in the garden. The garden is very pretty. It's in front of the house, and there's a little garden gate there between two tall trees.
Oh, perfect. I can't live in a place where there aren't any trees. I'd love a little stream too, but that's impossible.
But there is a stream in the garden. It goes from the garden to the sea.
Then this house is my house of dreams.
CD 2, Unit 5, Track 6, Grammar and Listening, Exercise 2.
Hello? My name's Bianca. It's about your ad.
Hi, Bianca. Charlie here. Where are you from?
I'm from Argentina.
That's great. Do you want to come and see the room?
Yes, I do. What's the address?
22 Park Street. It's near the train station. There's a bus stop near us too, and a supermarket.
Oh, good. And what's the room like?
Well, there's a single bed and a wardrobe. The bed is new, and you can see our garden from the windows in the room.
You've got a garden. Oh, fantastic. I love gardens.
And we've got a dog. Do you like dogs, Bianca?
Yes, I do. So, can I come this afternoon?
Yes, of course.
CD 2, Unit 5, Track 7, Grammar and Listening, Exercise 7.
Oh, hi, Bianca. Come in and look around.
Thanks, Charlie.
Okay, this is the hall, and the kitchen is in here.
Oh! What's that?
What?
That?
Oh, it's a mouse trap. A mouse comes in from the garden sometimes.
Oh, no. I hate mice. Sorry, I have to go. Bye.
Bianca, come back!
CD 2, Unit 5, Track 8, Vocabulary, Exercise 2. 1.
There's a spider behind the microwave.
2.
There's a spider under the fridge.
3.
There's a spider above the sink.
4.
There's a spider in front of the cupboard.
5.
There's a spider next to the washing machine.
6.
There's a spider in the drawer.
7.
There's a spider between a chair and the cooker.
8.
There's a spider on a shelf.
CD 2, Unit 5, Track 9, Speaking and Listening, Exercise 3.
Hello? Marcella here.
Oh, hi Marcella. It's Mike.
Mike, where are you? You're late.
I know. I'm lost. Sorry.
But you've got a map on the invitation card.
Yes, I know. But I can't understand it. Now, if I'm on Park Street...
CD 2, Unit 5, Track 10. Speaking and listening. Exercises 4 and 5.
So, how do I get to your house?
Well, where are you now?
I'm at the bus stop on Park Road.
Okay, so go straight on and walk past the supermarket.
Past the supermarket. Okay?
Then turn right at the traffic lights.
Right at the traffic lights. Okay?
Then take the first turning on the left. There's a bookshop on the corner.
First left, bookshop on the corner.
Yes, that's Elm Road. My house is on the right, number 27.
Elm Road. On the right, number 27.
Yes, it's opposite the newsagents.
Opposite the newsagents. Okay, got it.
See you soon.
Okay, bye.
CD 2, Unit 5, Track 11. Speaking and listening. Exercise 6.
Excuse me, how do I get to Elm Road, please?
Go straight on and turn right at London Road. Walk past the pub and the chemist's. Take the second turning on the right. There's a pizzeria on the corner.
Thank you.
CD 2, Unit 6. Eat to live. Track 12. Grammar and vocabulary. Exercise 1. 1.
Some bread.
2.
Some milk.
3.
A tomato.
4.
Some butter.
5.
Some ham.
6.
Some lettuce.
7.
Some cheese.
8.
A cake.
9.
Some cola.
10.
Some crisps.
11.
A biscuit.
12.
Some sausages.
13.
Some sugar.
14.
Some chocolate.
15.
Some coffee.
CD 2, Unit 6. Track 13. Grammar and vocabulary. Exercises 2 and 3. 1.
Hi, Greg. It's Andy.
Hi, Andy.
There's a picnic in the park this afternoon. Do you want to come?
Yeah, great. Do you need any food?
Well, yes. Have you got any sausages?
Hang on, I need to look in the fridge. No, there aren't any sausages, but there's some ham.
OK, great. And what about a salad? Have you got any lettuce and tomatoes?
Yes, I've got some lettuce, but I haven't got any tomatoes. Sorry.
That's OK. Just bring the lettuce.
OK, see you later.
2.
Hello, darling.
Hi, Mum. Where are you?
I'm still at work. I have to stay until 3 o'clock. Can you get some food ready for Jamie's party?
Well, I suppose so, but there's a picnic.
Good. Now, there's some cola in the fridge and there are some crisps in the big cupboard.
Uh-huh. OK, I can see the cola, but there aren't any crisps.
Really? Oh, dear. Oh, well, I can go to the supermarket later. But there's some bread, butter and some cheese. Can you make cheese sandwiches?
OK. What about a birthday cake? Have you got a cake?
No, it's at the shop. I can get it on my way home.
What time does the party start?
2 o'clock.
Oh, Mum!
Don't worry, darling. Jamie's friends are very good children.
3.
Hi, Jason.
Hi, Greg. Can I talk to you? I've got a big problem.
Oh, yeah, come in. Do you want a cup of coffee?
Oh, yes, please.
Do you want any milk?
Yes. Have you got any sugar?
Oh, yes, sorry. Here. So, what's the problem?
Well, you know Sadie, my girlfriend? Well, actually, can I have a biscuit?
No, I haven't got any biscuits, sorry. But look, here's some chocolate.
Oh, thanks.
CD 2, Unit 6, Track 14. Grammar and Vocabulary, Exercise 8. 1.
A banana.
2.
An egg.
3.
Some oil.
4.
A potato.
5.
Some meat.
6.
Some chips.
7.
Some vegetables.
8.
An apple.
CD 2, Unit 6, Track 15. Grammar and Vocabulary, Exercise 9.
I'm hungry.
Me too. What can we make to eat?
Well, we've got some ham and there are some potatoes.
Have we got any eggs? I love fried egg and chips.
No, we haven't got any. And we can't cook chips because we haven't got any oil.
Oh, well, what about butter? Can you find any butter?
Yes, there's some butter in the fridge.
And have we got any bread?
Yes, there's some bread on the table in front of you.
Good. We can make some ham sandwiches.
CD 2, Unit 6, Track 16. Listening and Speaking, Exercise 3.
Good morning and welcome to Talk About It. Today on the programme we have Myra Shaw. food writer and cook, who will answer your questions about food. Welcome, Myra.
Thank you.
And now we have our first caller, Stella from Bristol. Hello, Stella. What's your question for Myra?
Hello, well, my mum says that chocolate gives you spots. And, well, I've got some spots, so is it true that chocolate gives you spots?
Hello, Stella. Well, actually...
Goodbye, Stella. And now for our next caller. Let me see. We have Anthony from London. OK, Anthony.
Hi, good morning.
Hello, Anthony. How can I help?
Well, you see, my problem is I can't cook, and my girlfriend wants to come to dinner tomorrow, so what can I cook for dinner?
You say you can't cook anything? Can you boil an egg?
Oh no, that's difficult. I can make a sandwich.
That's no good for dinner for your girlfriend, is it? Well...
OK, thank you, Anthony. And this is our last caller, Jodie from Liverpool.
Oh, hello. Good morning, Myra.
Good morning, Jodie. What's your question for me?
Well, I'm worried about my daughter, Sarah. She's 10. She usually eats all her food and never has any problems. But now she says that she can't eat any red food.
You mean food that is a red colour?
Yes, exactly. She says she's allergic to it. So she doesn't want to eat any red meat or tomatoes. She loves tomatoes. So is it possible to be allergic to red food?
Well, that is strange.
CD 2, Unit 6. Track 17. Listening and Speaking. Exercises 4 and 6.
Good morning and welcome to Talk About It. Today on the programme we have Myra Shaw, food writer and cook, who will answer your questions about food. Welcome, Myra.
Thank you.
And now we have our first caller, Stella from Bristol. Hello, Stella. What's your question for Myra?
Hello, well, my mum says that chocolate gives you spots. And, well, I've got some spots, so is it true that chocolate gives you spots?
Hello, Stella. Well, actually... I can tell you that chocolate can make you fat and can make your teeth bad, but it definitely doesn't give you spots. So it's not true. But maybe your mum says this because she wants you to eat some healthy food like vegetables.
Oh, I see. OK, thank you, Myra.
Goodbye, Stella. And now for our next caller. Let me see. We have Anthony from London. OK, Anthony.
Hi, good morning.
Hello, Anthony. How can I help?
Well, you see, my problem is I can't cook, and my girlfriend wants to come to dinner tomorrow, so what can I cook for dinner?
You say you can't cook anything? Can you boil an egg?
Oh no, that's difficult. I can make a sandwich.
That's no good for dinner for your girlfriend, is it? Well... My advice is go to a good bookshop and buy Simple Success in the Kitchen by Myra Shaw. Then look at page 24. It tells you how to make sausages and chips. I'm sure your girlfriend can help you with it.
Well, OK then.
OK, thank you, Anthony. And this is our last caller, Jodie from Liverpool.
Oh, hello. Good morning, Myra.
Good morning, Jodie. What's your question for me?
Well, I'm worried about my daughter, Sarah. She's 10. She usually eats all her food and never has any problems. But now she says that she can't eat any red food.
You mean food that is a red colour?
Yes, exactly. She says she's allergic to it. So she doesn't want to eat any red meat or tomatoes. She loves tomatoes. So is it possible to be allergic to red food?
Well, that is strange. But you know, I think this is all in her imagination. Maybe it's a game that children play at school and she thinks it's real. So don't worry about it. But don't stop using the red food at home. Show her that other people in the family can eat it. And just wait for her to forget all about her allergy.
OK, yes. Thank you so much, Myra.
Well, that's all we've got time for this week. And now we have the news and weather with Jill.
CD 2, Unit 6, Track 18. Reading and Vocabulary, Exercise 2.
Try your fortune.
A.
Your future looks bright. This is the message on the small piece of paper inside my fortune cookie. I'm at the Golden Dragon, a Chinese restaurant in New York. In a lot of Chinese restaurants in the USA and Europe, it is common for the waiter to bring fortune cookies when you finish your meal. So most people think the home of these special biscuits is China. But they are wrong.
B.
The story of fortune cookies goes back to 1915 and the clever idea of Makoto Hagiwara, a Japanese-American from San Francisco. You can find fortune cookies in China, but only in the last few years. Since 1993, in fact. Tourists like them, but they are not popular with Chinese people because there is a lot of sugar in them. In fact, not many people like the taste of fortune cookies. They're very dry and hard, is a common opinion. People like them because it is fun to break them and read the message inside.
C.
Fortune cookies are free when the waiter brings them with your bill, but you can also buy them from supermarkets or order them on the internet. If you go to a fortune cookie website, you can write your own messages to go in the cookies, and you can choose from different colours and sizes. People buy fortune cookies to give to guests at birthday parties, weddings and other special occasions.
CD 2, Unit 6, Track 19. Vocabulary, Exercises 1 and 2. 1.
A tin of tuna.
2.
A bottle of water.
3.
A packet of crisps.
4.
A carton of orange juice.
5.
A box of cereal.
6.
A bag of potatoes.
7.
A jar of jam.
8.
A kilo of flour.
CD 2, Unit 6, Track 20. Vocabulary, Exercise 5. 1.
A tin of tuna. $2.20.
2.
A bottle of water. $1.70.
3.
A packet of crisps. 90 cents.
4.
A carton of orange juice. 85 pence.
5.
A box of cereal. £1.25.
6.
A bag of potatoes. £1.10.
7.
A jar of jam. €1.50.
8.
A kilo of flour. 75 cents.
Then listen again and repeat the prices. 1,
$2.20.
2,
$1.70.
3,
90 cents.
4,
85 pence.
5,
£1.25.
6,
£1.10.
7,
€1.50.
8,
75 cents.
CD2, Unit 6, Track 21. Vocabulary, Exercise 6. 1,
£1.30.
2,
99 pence.
3,
€1.55.
4,
80 cents.
5,
$3.25.
6,
£2.75.
7,
25 cents.
8,
€4.15.
CD2, Unit 6, Track 22. Speaking and listening, Exercises 2 and 3. 1,
Hello there. How are you?
Fine, thanks. Can I have a kilo of tomatoes, please?
Certainly. Anything else?
Oh yes, a box of eggs.
OK. That's £2.75 altogether, please.
Here you are.
Thank you.
2,
Good morning, can I help you?
Yes. Have you got any ham sandwiches?
Yes, there's one left.
Oh, good. And can I have a coffee with milk too, please?
Certainly.
How much is that?
That's £4.20 altogether, please.
Here you are. Thanks.
Thank you.
3,
Hi, what can I get you?
I'd like a cheeseburger with chips and a cola, please.
OK, there's the burger and chips and the cola. Anything else?
No, that's all, thanks.
That's £3.95.
OK, just a second.
CD2, Unit 6, Track 23. Speaking and listening. Exercise 4. 1.
Can I help you?
2.
Can I have a kilo of tomatoes, please?
3.
Anything else?
4.
Have you got any ham sandwiches?
5.
There's one left.
6.
I'd like a cheeseburger, please.
7.
That's all, thanks.
8.
How much is that?
9.
That's £2.75 altogether, please.
10.
Here you are.
CD 2. Think Back Revision 3. Track 24. Pronunciation. Exercise 2. R.
Bathroom. Armchair. Jar. Carton.
Or.
Hall. Water. Drawer. Wardrobe.
A.
Table. Gate. Cake. Basin.
A.
Ham. Apple. Sandwich. Bag.
Then listen again and repeat the words. R.
Bathroom. Armchair. Jar. Carton.
Or.
Hall. Water. Drawer. Wardrobe.
A.
Table. Gate. Cake. Basin.
A.
Ham. Apple. Sandwich. Bag.
CD 2. Unit 7. Now and Then. Track 25. Grammar and Listening. Exercise 2.
Look, that's Kylie Minogue.
Oh, yes. Was she in Days of Our Lives?
No, she was in Neighbours.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Do you know, she was shy at school.
Really? Could she sing then?
Oh, yes. And she could play 3 musical instruments when she was 13.
Wow. Oh, Jamie Oliver. I like him. He's so confident and funny.
Yes, but he wasn't confident at school.
How do you know?
It says in this article. And he couldn't do maths or English.
Oh dear. Could he cook?
Yes, I think so. He could cook when he was 8. And look at this photo. He could play the drums too.
Oh, yes. I suppose he doesn't have time to play them now.
No.
Ah, now look at this photo. Venus and Serena Williams. I think they're great.
And very rich now.
Yes, but they were poor when they were children, you know.
Really?
Yes, they couldn't buy new tennis balls to play with.
Oh, could they play tennis then?
Oh, yes, they could play tennis when they were 4.
4?
Yes, and they were A students at school.
CD 2, Unit 7, Track 26. Grammar and Listening, Exercise 6. 1.
Was Simon at school yesterday? No, he wasn't, because he was ill.
2.
How was your exam today?
It was okay, but I couldn't answer 2 questions.
3.
Could Tom play an instrument when he was young?
Yes, he could play the piano when he was 5.
4.
Were you at home last night?
No, we were at our grandparents' house.
5.
Could you use a computer when you were at primary school?
No, I couldn't. There weren't any computers at my primary school.
CD 2, Unit 7, Track 27. Grammar and Reading, Exercise 2. 1.
I was quite young in the 1980s, but I remember them because the Star Wars films started, and my big brother was a punk. He had green hair. I hated his loud music and his strange clothes, but he thought they were great. He played the guitar in a band, the Hellboys. They were terrible. He left school when he was 15. My parents were very unhappy about that at the time, and I think he's sorry too now.
2.
Well, I was a teenager in the 1940s, and it was very different. It was just after the war, and it was difficult to buy some things like bananas or chocolate. I was lucky because my mum worked in a chocolate factory. In the evenings, we listened to the radio at home. Some people had a television, but not many. The cinema was popular then. I went every week, usually on a Saturday afternoon. My parents often watched the news at a news theatre. It was like a cinema, really.
3.
I did a lot of things for the first time in the 1960s. I bought my first record player in 1963 when I was 16. My first record was by the Beatles. I loved the Beatles. I remember I went to London for the first time in 1964 and saw the Beatles' first concert. It was fantastic. We lived in the country then, and London was very big, new and exciting. Then I got my first job in 1969 as an English teacher in Turkey. What a busy 10 years.
CD 2, Unit 7, Track 28. Grammar and Reading, Exercise 6.
Lived. Watched. Played. Started. Listened. Loved. Hated. Worked.
Write them in the correct column, then listen and check. Column 1.
Watched. Worked.
Column 2.
Lived. Played. Listened. Loved.
Column 3.
Started. Hated.
CD 2, Unit 7, Track 29. Vocabulary, Exercise 2. 1.
Maths.
2.
Science.
3.
Languages.
4.
History.
5,
Geography.
6,
Information technology.
7,
Art.
8,
Music.
9,
Physical education.
10.
Literature.
CD 2, Unit 7, Track 30. Vocabulary, Exercise 8.
Don't know much about history. Don't know much biology. Don't know much about a science book. Don't know much about the French I took. But I do know that I love you. And I know that if you love me too, what a wonderful world this would be. Don't know much about geography. Don't know much trigonometry. Don't know much about algebra. Don't know what a slide rule is for. But I know that 1 on 1 is 2. And if this one could be with you, what a wonderful world this would be. I don't claim to be an A student, but I'm trying to be. For maybe by being an A student, baby, I can win your love for me. Don't know much about history. Don't know much biology. Don't know much about a science book. Don't know much about the French I took. But I do know that I love you. And I know that if you love me too, what a wonderful world this would be. La cha 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 cha. Geography. Trigonometry. Oh, la cha 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 cha. Slide rule is 4. But I know that 1 on 1 is 2. And if this one could be with you, what a wonderful world this would be.
CD 2, Unit 7, Track 31. Speaking and listening, Exercises 2 and 3. 1.
Hi, Auntie Eileen.
Hello, Alan. How was your day?
It was great. I got a Saturday job.
Oh, good for you. When do you start?
Tomorrow.
2.
What's up, Jason? You look sad.
Well, I am. I failed my driving test. Again.
Oh, don't worry. You can take it again next month.
Yes, I suppose you're right.
3.
Lucy, what's the matter?
Nothing. It's just that
What?
I lost my new mobile phone today. I can't find it anywhere.
Oh, dear. Never mind. I'm sure it's somewhere.
I hope so.
4.
Hi, Mum.
Hello, dear. You look happy.
Yes, look. I passed my English exam with a grade A.
Well done. You studied very hard for it.
CD 2, Unit 7, Track 32. Speaking and listening, Exercise 4.
How was your day?
What's the matter?
What's up?
You look happy.
That's brilliant. Well done!
Good for you.
How fantastic!
Oh dear.
Never mind.
It doesn't matter.
Forget about it.
Don't worry.
CD 2, Unit 8. Make a difference. Track 33. Grammar and listening. Exercise 2.
OK, the next question is for you, Sarah. Did Thomas Edison invent the telephone?
No, he didn't invent the telephone. He invented the light bulb.
Right, Sarah. Good. Now, John, here's your question. Did the Aztecs invent chocolate?
Yes, they did.
Well done. Now, Sarah's question. What did Larry Page and Sergey Brin invent?
Oh, that's easy. They invented Google, the internet search engine.
Right, Sarah. OK, John, here's an easy question for you. It's about Ada Lovelace. What did she write? Books or a computer program?
Oh, I don't know. This is a guess. She wrote books.
Sorry, John. She didn't write books. She wrote the first computer program. OK, so the...
CD 2, Unit 8. Track 34. Grammar and listening. Exercise 5.
OK, the next question is for you, John. When did Thomas Edison invent the light bulb? In 1925 or 1879?
I think we had electric light before 1925, so the answer is 1879.
1879, yes, John. Well done. Now, Sarah, here's your question. Did the Aztecs live in Peru?
The Aztecs? No, they didn't. They lived in Mexico.
Good answer, Sarah. It was Mexico. OK, now here's a question for John about the Aztecs. What did they do with chocolate? Did they drink it or eat it?
I'm not sure. They ate it?
Sorry, John. They drank it. All right, Sarah, your turn. When did the Google search engine go online? In the 1980s or the 1990s?
Oh, that's easy. Google went online in 1998, so it's the 1990s.
1990s is the correct answer. Well done, Sarah. OK, John, another question about Google. Did Sergey Brin leave Russia in 1979 or 1969?
Well, he's still very young, so he left Russia in 1979.
Well done, John. 1979 is the right answer. OK, Sarah, the last question is for you. Where did Ada Lovelace come from? The USA or England?
Sorry, I don't know. This is a guess. She came from the USA?
Oh, Sarah, the answer is England. OK, so now the score is...
CD 2, Unit 8. Track 35. Reading and vocabulary. Exercise 4. The Rich and Famous. This week's article in our series The Rich and Famous gives you some surprising facts about our favourite stars. Their lives are not just about parties, expensive clothes and big houses. Many of them work very hard to give something back to the world. A.
We all know about the work of the United Nations Organization, the UN, and its agencies like UNICEF. We also know the famous celebrities in the photos. But did you know about their UN charity work? They didn't earn any money for their work, and they didn't do it to become more famous. They just wanted to help the millions of poor, sick, and hungry people in developing countries.
B.
Many UN celebrities come from the world of sport, films, and music. In 2003, football stars Ronaldo and Zidane organised a charity game in Switzerland to raise money. Then they gave the money to the UN to help the world's poor people. Ronaldo said, "When I was a child, I was often hungry. Now I want to help."
C.
Famous musicians also organise charity events. Luciano Pavarotti is well known for his Pavarotti and Friends concerts in Italy, where U2, Sting, and Ricky Martin were some of the performers. These concerts made millions of dollars for the UN. The Colombian singer Shakira is another UN celebrity. About 120 million children in the world don't go to school, and UNICEF wants to give them a basic education. In 2004, Shakira visited many developing countries to help UNICEF with this plan.
D.
The American actress Angelina Jolie is one of the many film stars who also helped the UN. She went to many different countries and talked to refugees. Then she wrote a book about her experiences called Notes from My Travels. She earned a lot of money from the book and donated it all to the UN Refugee Agency.
E.
In 2001, the UN and its Secretary-General, Kofi Annan, won the Nobel Peace Prize. These celebrities all helped the UN to make a difference.
CD 2, Unit 8, Track 36. Grammar and Speaking, Exercise 4.
I saw nobody in the street. It was empty. When I got home, I knew something was wrong. I walked into the house, but I couldn't see anything wrong. I went into the kitchen, but nobody was there. Then I heard something. A noise upstairs. Somebody was in the house.
CD 2, Unit 8, Track 37. Listening and Speaking, Exercises 2, 3 and 4. Jack.
Charity is a big thing in England, and we do a lot of charity projects at our school. We do lots of different things. We visit old people in their homes, do charity walks and sports events, things like that. So anyway, this time we wanted to do something for Oxfam. We wanted to raise money to help the hungry people in Africa. There are always very bad famines there. People don't have anything to eat, and there's no clean water. It's terrible. Well, anyway, we all love clothes. So, we decided to do a fashion show as a charity project. We made our own clothes and then modelled them.
Emma.
The fashion show was great. We came to school early because we had to practice walking. We couldn't walk like models, so we had to learn. The boys didn't like it at first, but in the end, they loved it. And we had to dance too. The music was fantastic. After 2 hours, we were very tired, but really excited. Then we did the show. I wore a black jacket. I made it with black plastic bags. They were very cheap. And I bought some black jeans from a charity shop. I got them for £1. Everybody loved the show, and we all felt really good because it was for Oxfam. I hope I can do it again. Sam.
It was really good fun doing the fashion show because we did it as a group. We had to work together. I learnt a lot about that. And everybody helped. Our friends, our families, and our teachers, of course. And we learnt to make really interesting clothes with no money. Of course, the other important thing was we raised a lot of money for Oxfam. £500. And some people from Oxfam came to the show. They told us what they do with the money and gave us some ideas for other projects and how we can help. I think everybody learnt something. We're very young, but it's great to know we can make a difference.
CD 2, Unit 8, Track 38. Speaking and listening, Exercise 3.
So what do you think of our new history teacher, Ben?
Not bad, Helen. She's a good teacher, I think.
Yeah, but she isn't great. Not like Mrs. Mariani.
Mrs. Mariani? That's an unusual name. Where was she from?
Italy. She's Italian, but she married an Englishman and came to live here 30 years ago.
Oh. So when did she teach you?
3 years ago. She was brilliant.
Why? What did she do?
She taught me to love history. Her lessons were always interesting. She made history real.
Real? What do you mean exactly?
Well, she told us great stories about people in history, like Napoleon and Queen Elizabeth I. We didn't have to learn lists of dates, all that boring stuff.
Cool. What else did she do?
Well, she didn't talk to us like kids. She talked to us like adults. We asked a lot of questions, and she always answered them. She influenced me a lot.
How did she influence you?
Well, now I want to study history at university and be a history teacher.
Really? So where is Mrs. Mariani now?
I'm not sure. She retired last year.
Why? How old was she?
Well, 60, I think.
Wow, that's old.
Yes, but age isn't important. People of any age can influence you.
Yes, that's true. But personally, I think you can relate more.
CD 2, Unit 8, Track 39. Speaking and listening, Exercise 5. 1,
Who was he?
2,
How old was he?
3,
Where was he from?
4,
Where, when, how did you meet him?
5,
What did he do?
6,
How did he do that?
7,
What else did he do?
8.
How did he influence you?
CD 2, Unit 8, Track 40. Speaking and listening, Exercise 6.
Mike Jones was a terrific guy.
Mike Jones? Who was he?
He was a musician. He played in a band, I think.
How did you meet him?
He lived next door to us when I was about 10. I always remember him.
Why? What did he do?
He was a fantastic piano player.
Cool. What else did he do?
Well, he wrote a song for my birthday once. He had a big influence on me, in fact.
How did he influence you?
He taught me to love all kinds of music. He said there's no life without music.
Yes, that's true.
CD 2, Think Back Revision 4, Track 41. Pronunciation, Exercise 2. 1.
Worked. Watched. Played. Cooked.
2.
Listened. Smoked. Loved. Stayed.
3.
Passed. Wanted. Needed. Hated.
4.
Liked. Studied. Talked. Laughed.
5.
Started. Suggested. Died. Donated.
6.
Opened. Smiled. Offered. Walked.
CD 2. Think Back Revision 4. Track 42. Listening Skills. Exercise 1.
Hello, it's 4:30 on Radio Bristol, and it's time for Street Talk with me, Dave West. Yesterday, as you know, St. Valentine's Day, we asked several people about their first love. Here's what they said. Hi, what's your name?
I'm Samantha.
Hi, Samantha. Do you remember your first love?
Of course I do. His name was Peter, and we were in the same school. I think I was 12 and Peter was 14. I liked him very much, but now I don't really know why. He wasn't tall and he wasn't good looking, and he didn't have blue eyes, a very important thing for me then. Oh yes, I remember now. He could swim very well, and I wasn't very good at swimming, so he gave me swimming lessons for 2 weeks. But then his parents moved to Brighton, and I didn't see him for many years. I know that he studied history in London and got married 2 years ago. And guess what? He married Anne, our friend from school.
That's interesting. Thanks, Samantha, for sharing this with us. And now we have...
Blake.
Hi, Blake. When you think first love, who do you think of?
I don't remember. There were so many girls I liked. But really, there was one girl, Jessie, I was very much in love with when I was 10. She was the same age and we were in the same class. It's hard to believe now, but for many months I didn't say a word to her. You see, she was an A student in history, literature and languages, and I wasn't very good at those subjects. In fact, I hated them. I was only good at music. I could play the guitar quite well then, but unfortunately she wasn't interested in music.
And you really didn't talk to her at all?
For 3 or 4 months, no, not a word. But then one day she got an A in a history test. It was very hard. I remember I failed it. So I went up to her and said, "Congratulations." She looked at me and smiled. I remember her smile. It was very pretty. From that moment, we met every day after school and talked for hours. And she helped me with history.
Thanks, Blake. And we're talking to Sarah Jo.